Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is the preeminent instructing spiritual master of ISKCON, and our spiritual lives depend on following his instructions, which are enshrined forever in his books. The essence of the complete Vedic scriptures, carefully handed down through the disciplic succession, has become ever so nectarian, being touched by Srila Prabhupada's own lips. Prabhupada said, "The books are just like sugar dough. Anywhere touched, it is sweet." Besides attending Srimad Bhagavatam class every day, Srila Prabhupada wanted reading to be an essential part of every devotee's daily sadhana. He wrote, "All of my students should read our books very diligently, at least 1 or 2 hours daily. Try to understand the subject matter from varieties of angles. Indeed, these books are filled with spiritual potency. Devotees who are reading them every day confirm that the Bhaktivedanta purports provide that which every devotee is hankering for, intimate association with Krishna and Srila Prabhupada." Prabhupada himself said, "In my absence, you read the books. What I talk, I have written in the books. You can associate with me by reading my books. If you want to know me, read my books." With such divine association, an amazing spiritual transformation happens. Lord Krishna starts to direct us from within. Devotional qualities manifest. One receives the necessary spiritual strength to overcome all obstacles in devotional service. It is very important for us to realize that Srila Prabhupada's books sustain our individual spiritual lives. Prabhupada stressed, all the devotees connected with the Krishna consciousness movement must read all the books that have been translated. For example, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and others. Otherwise, after some time, Prabhupada said, they will simply eat, sleep, and fall down from their position. Reading the books again and again is the key to spiritual advancement. Srila Prabhupada explains, it is not that because one has once finished the Bhagavad Gita, he should not hear it again. We should hear again and again. There is no question of stopping. Even if one has read these topics many times, you should go on reading again and again, because Bhagavad Gita, the words spoken by Krishna and spoken by Krishna's devotees about Krishna, are amritam, nectar. The more one drinks this amritam, the more he advances in his eternal life. In fact, if we really want ISKCON to prosper, then we must treat this matter with the utmost urgency that it deserves. Prabhupada emphasizes, unless we take care of the books and preach and read ourselves, understanding the philosophy, this Hare Krishna will be finished within a few years. We have seen devotees lose their enthusiasm for service, stop chanting, leave the association of devotees, or even develop envious attitudes. Amongst our leadership, there sometimes arises strong differences of opinion that appear to be irreconcilable. The solutions to all problems, both individual and collective, are contained in Srila Prabhupada's transcendental books. I am very pleased to announce that ISKCON's Ministry of Education has embarked on an initiative called Books Are the Basis, an initiative to encourage devotees all over the world to renew their commitment to reading Srila Prabhupada's books regularly. To support their efforts, the GBC body passed a resolution this year whereby during the week leading up to Srila Prabhupada's arrival in America, that is September 3rd to September 9th, 2020, ISKCON centers are encouraged to highlight the importance of reading Srila Prabhupada's books in all lectures, addresses, and discussions. ISKCON leaders are encouraged to inspire devotees under their care to read Srila Prabhupada's books by organizing orientation sessions and seminars on how and why to read Srila Prabhupada's books regularly and systematically. New programs may be introduced that will encourage and allow congregation devotees to take up the reading of Srila Prabhupada's books enthusiastically. The ministry has branded this Srila Prabhupada's book reading week as the Shravanam week. The Ministry of Education acknowledges that devotees face several challenges in reading Srila Prabhupada's books, such as, for example, lack of time, lack of taste, etc. To address such concerns and enthuse the devotees to wholeheartedly take to reading, the ministry has arranged resources for ISKCON leaders to celebrate this festival in their respective centers. There will be inspirational videos, webinar on reading habits, live interviews with ISKCON leaders, and much more. This will be made available through social media and the ministry website www.iskoneducation.org. So whether out of love, out of duty, or out of desperation to revive our spiritual lives, let us immerse ourselves in the Bhaktivedanta purports during this Shravanam week. On behalf of the GBC body, I request all ISKCON devotees to unreservedly participate in the upcoming Shravanam festival. Every endeavor in this regard would be immensely pleasing to our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.